What is up, my Rebels? Rebels Wrestling Hype House here today. We're going to be talking about the FloWrestling RTC Cup Day 1 recap. Let's get right into the video. So first off, Pool A featuring Ohio RTC, Spartan Combat, and New Jersey RTC combined with Southeast Regional Training Center. So first duel of the day, Spartan Combat starting off pretty strong, but ended up splitting 6 matches with Ohio RTC, so 3-3, and then came down to the types of wins. No falls, I think, for both regional training centers, but they ended up winning on technical falls as Vito Ruggiero and Yanni both had techs, while Ohio RTC only had 1 tech fall. Then against New Jersey RTC and Southeast RTC, Spartan Combat won again, 4-2. Ruggiero and Diakomahalis keeping the records perfect, both going 2-0. Ruggiero actually ended up beating, I think, a 2018 World Team member, 2015 NCAA champion Nashon Gare in a pretty good 14-9 match, while Diakomahalis had a pretty good match with James Green, going 3-3. Pretty good match. That was probably the match that I was most excited for going into the weekend. But yeah, definitely did not disappoint. Other undefeated wrestlers in Pool A were Colin Moore of Ohio RTC at 97 and Don Bradley of Spartan at 125. Pretty good for Spartan Combat RTC. They were already the favorites going into this kind of tournament, and they didn't even have Kyle Dake for this tournament. And they're still kind of dominating in their pool. Ended up taking the first spot in their pool, going 2-0. And then in the third duel of the pool, Ohio RTC against Southeast/New Jersey RTC, Ohio actually ended up beating them 4-2. Kind of an upset, I guess. I don't think a lot of people thought that was going to happen, but notable matches in that duel was Green over Anthony Etchemendia. He was losing, I think, 4-3, and then ended up getting a takedown and a bunch of laces to win 14-4. Finished off in Pool A with Spartan taking first, going 2-0, Ohio taking second, going 1-1, and then Southeast/New Jersey going third after going 0-2. In Pool B, Cliff Keen, the favorite here, Gopher Wrestling Club also here, and Wolfpack RTC. First match, Cliff Keen versus Gopher Wrestling Club. I think they ended up winning 5-1, absolutely dominating them. With wins from Seth Gross, Alec Pantinello, Logan Massaw, Miles Amini, and Mason. The next duel for Cliff Keen was actually a lot more closer. Ended in pretty dramatic fashion, as going into the final bout, Cliff Keen had the lead 3-2. But then the heavyweight match between Mason Paris of Cliff Keen versus Nick Wadowski of Wolfpack Regional Training Center ended up with Wadowski actually winning after losing. I think he was losing 8-0 or something like that, and then ended up scoring a bunch of unanswered points, was 12-8 at one point, and then ended up getting a technical fall, 18-8 by the end of the match, which made the duel go into criteria. So it was whoever had the more falls won. The falls 0-0 for both of them, the technicals, which was the same for both of them. So then it came down to individual points, with Cliff Keen outscoring Wolfpack 46-45. Really crazy, right down to the wire. But yeah, pretty exciting duel. The last duel between Gopher and Wolfpack also came down to points scored, with Gopher winning 37-36. Kind of surprising, since Gopher got absolutely dominated by Cliff Keen, and Wolfpack almost beat Cliff Keen, and then Wolfpack lost to Gopher. Pretty weird right there. Wadowski versus Gable Stevenson. Rematch, I think, of Final X. Wadowski won there, but Stevenson actually won here 4-1, helping the Gophers to a victory. Started off with Cliff Keen taking first 2-0, Gopher going 1-1, taking second, and then Wolfpack going 0-2. Definitely I would say the strongest team is most likely, I would say, Cliff Keen or Spartan. If Spartan had Kyle Dake, they would be by far the favorites right now, but since they do not, they still are performing pretty well. Vito and Yanni specifically doing really well, but who knows? Day 2 is kind of in like a bracket format, so 1 loss, you're going in the losers bracket. So we might see some upsets, we'll have to see. But yeah, that's going to wrap up this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, comment down below, and stuff for more wrestling content like this. Haven't been posting, I think it was 3 days since I last posted, but yeah, definitely going to be daily uploads from now on. So yeah, peace.